How's it going, y'all? Thomas Bloodworth BBQ. And today we've got Billy from Kyle Pizza Company. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
Doing really well. Just got off of Thanksgiving. Had more than one day off this week, so
that's a rarity in our business, isn't it?
Yeah. It's usually 6 days a week and, super long hours and stuff like that.
6 to 7, right?
You make my favorite food.
Oh, thank you.
That pizza is my favorite food.
Oh,
and I
man.
think you're the best spot here in Kyle, honestly.
That means a lot. Thanks so
much.
We
just ordered some last night, and I completely devoured that pizza. I'm lactose intolerant. I shouldn't be eating it, but you got to risk it for the biscuit sometimes.
Yeah.
So, how did you end up starting? Take me from the beginning of how you ended up there, owning Kyle Pizza Company, and, I guess you're doing what you love, right? And, a lot of people don't get to do that. So how'd you end up starting?
So the year was, let me take you back. The year was 2004, and I just graduated high school. And my mom and dad were like, you need a summer job, dude. And I was like, all right. And so my buddy had gotten a job at then Pizza Classics, which was 3 doors down from here. So it used to be right there where the center field is. That was back in the day. And so I went in for an interview, and I remember sitting and talking with the original owner, and his name was Jeff. And after the interview, he was like, I think I'm going to hire this other guy. And then my buddy Seamus, who was working there at the time, was like, no, you should hire Billy. He's a good dude. And sometimes I think about that little interaction would have changed my entire life.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So I started as a driver in 2004, and I was basically just a guy who wouldn't quit. So I was a driver, and then I was an insider cook, and then I was an assistant manager, and then I was manager, and became co-owner, and then sole owner.
Oh, wow.
So it was really a stepping stone up to where I am today.
So perseverance, not wanting to quit, and just pushing your way through, and
maybe stubbornness.
Yeah.
Just maybe I should have quit a couple of times.
Well, you wouldn't be where you are now, though.
True. But it's at some point we also went through a move, and
when did y'all move over there? When was that?
This building was owned by a family who put it up for sale, and when it got sold, the new owners of the building were like, "Y'all got to go." So that was 2007 or 8. I was in college at the time as well. So in 2004, I went into college, and then I continued working and continued getting promoted through the business, but also pursuing my degree as well at that time. The new landlord was like, y'all got to go. So the current owner of Pizza Classics found the place where we are now. And so
you became owner when it was at the newer location. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, guys? Billy here at Kyle Pizza Co. We're located at 118 South Front Street here in Kyle, Texas. We've been here for over 20 years. We opened the store over a couple blocks away and moved over here in 2007. We've been in this building ever since. So this is our dining room. As you can see, we're an intimate building. So we have 16 seats. You can come over here and see this is our storyboard. Come in and read how we started, where we're going, where we've been. This is our mascot, Pizza Cat. We adopted him. Actually, he used to live outside the store here, and we just kind of fell in love, and so he's our mascot. There's my wife eating pizza in New York. There's me. Here's a couple of our awards that we've gotten over the years. We've been named Best Pizza in Kyle Buda multiple times over the years. We've been featured in the Hayes Free Press, Community Impact, other organizations that keep it Kyle. And you can see we got cool signs that we've got made. This is our sign wall, old school metal signs. Probably the best one that I think we have is that one that says, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy pizza. And that's kind of the same thing.
Walk me through your day-to-day routine, from morning to close. Because I know, just like with me, I'm the only pit master here. I do have someone in training. She's doing a phenomenal job, by the way. And I know you make your dough fresh. You have all the ingredients for super fresh pizza. Like I said, I love your pizza. It's my favorite pizza. What's your day-to-day? How do you start?
So most days, our hours vary a little bit. So in the week The weekdays were open 3 to 8, and that's simply because I was open for more than a decade for lunch, and it was always hit or miss, especially during the weekdays. So it was like profitable one day, and then the other 4 days not profitable. And so at some point I just had to decide I need to focus on the hours that were actually profitable in order to be able to stay open.
Got to lower that overhead. Of course. Yeah,
exactly. When we made the move too, it took quite a while. It took probably 6 months between when we closed and when we opened over there. Unlike you, who did it smart here. So, and 6 months in the business world, in the restaurant world, you're dead, basically. No one thinks you're coming back. So when we reopened, we had to reestablish and acquire our customer base. So that took quite a while. But so most days that we're not open for lunch, we come in, we get the dough started. It's made from scratch every morning. We make our sauce from scratch as needed, generally once every other day. And then the dough has to proof for a few hours, and then goes in the cooler for another few hours before it's really ready and primed for cooking. So come in, make dough, open the shop up, get ready to go with 3. Our pepperoni rolls are prepped fresh daily as well.
My favorite.
Yeah, if you haven't had them, you should try it for sure.
I was a Double Dave's fan of the pepperoni rolls, of course. Everybody is. But then I had yours, and I was like, I just can't. I can't switch back at all.
I've had a few employees that have worked for Double Dave's and then worked for me, and I know for a fact the reason why ours are better. First of all, the ingredients are better, but second of all, we use about twice as much cheese as they do per roll, and that's really what you want,
Oh, dude, they're so good.
So you come in, place your order here at the counter. This is a very popular shirt. I'm wearing it as well. They're here for purchase if you want. These are our sizes. We got 10, 12, 14, 16. You place your order, and then we go to the back to make it.
I've been back there with you when we collabed on a pizza. You're actually back there making the pizzas, and you go and deliver. You do things like that, just like I do. I go out and make local deliveries all the time. I mean, with that being said, like, what is one of the biggest misconceptions of being a small business owner? Like, what are people always thinking?
Maybe it's the same for you, maybe it's not. I think a lot of small business, or people think that like a restaurant owner is like a absentee, A lot of times they think, oh, some dude owns this place and just makes money off of it. And that may be true for some restaurants, but for tiny spots like ours, I'm not only the owner, but I'm also the general manager.
Yes, so, and you're the AC repair guy. You're the plumber. You're the electrician when you feel like being it, because I don't touch electricity. You wear multiple hats.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to, and that is a bit misconception as well. It's like, while I'm the owner and the general manager, I'm also the maintenance and repair guy. I unclog the toilets, and I sweep and mop the floors, and I do the taxes and the payroll. Like a Friday night, like yesterday, get into the shop 9:30, 10. You're there until 8 or so. Then you go home, you have some dinner, and then I'm doing payroll. And I'm doing other stuff. So it's really a 7-day-a-week job.
It is.
Probably some people come in there like, oh, you're actually here today. And it's like, I'm here most days.
I'm here most of the time.
Anyone can hand you your pizza. I'm back there actually making your pizza. So, unlike a lot of other places, when you place an order here, more than likely, the owner's going to make it for you. So we start with our dough, and it's made fresh daily. What makes it New York style is that we hand toss it, we bake it in a gas-fired oven. So we just press it out, make sure it's nice and even. And this is called a docker. It helps the pie in the oven not have too many bubbles. Here's where the magic happens. Give it a little toss, good to go. Flipping the wrist over. Gotta flip the wrist over. All right, sauce is made fresh daily from our developed in-house recipe. Now, like I said before, if you ask a pizziola, a guy who's really a pizza guy, he's gonna tell you, have a cheese pizza. So that's what we'll make now.
What's the name for it? Pizziola?
Yeah, it's a professional pizza maker. So we use 100% whole milk mozzarella that we shred in-house. What that means is there's no weird anti-caking agents or anything. It's just cheese, 100%. All right, now we take it over to the oven. They're two Lodgette pizza ovens. They're probably about as old as I am. They're both run at 650 degrees, and we're gonna throw it in. There you go.
What's the hardest part about Kyle growing so fast right now?
I was thinking about it a week or two ago, and I'm pretty sure that Pizza Classics / now Kyle Pizza Co. is the oldest mom and pop restaurant in Kyle.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So yeah,
Oh, wow.
I was thinking about it. Dairy Queen was open before we were, but we opened in like 98 or 99. And I think the Pie Company may be second. They're like 2000.
Oh.
So, you know, part of the, one of the hard things is that with growth comes obviously more competition, and it's not just pizza places, right?
No, it's all restaurants.
It's every restaurant. We're all competing for the same amount of dining out dollars.
Yes.
And so the new Mexican food place opens, or the new Italian place, or the new wings place, or what. Any new restaurant is going to be direct competition for us for those dining out dollars. And I've said for a long time, you know, one of these years will be an overnight success, right? But you know, we're grinding. We're still open. We're doing good work. And just look at our Google reviews. I mean,
Exactly,
We
yeah.
have 4.7 stars with over 500 reviews.
That's awesome.
And as everyone knows, you're more likely to go out and complain about something than you are to praise something.
Mm-hmm.
So that says a lot about anyone. Just like y'all have amazing reviews, rightfully so. But that's been the hard part, is that while population has grown, competition has grown faster.
Yeah.
So
the amount of restaurants that have just popped
Yeah.
up has been absolutely crazy.
when I first started, it was only us and Domino's. There used to be like a local place at the end of the block here, and it shut down after a few years of me working at Pizza Classics then over here. But you know, there was probably 5 or 6 restaurants in Kyle at that time, but population was also like 3,500 people.
Yeah,
So,
it was very small. And
Yeah.
it's amazing how fast Kyle has just grown in general. I mean, it's nuts. It's crazy.
obviously, there's going to be infrastructure issues downtown,
Oh, yeah.
parking, stuff like that for us. You know,
Yeah, it's really bad. I mean, they're putting in maybe a 5-story parking garage over here behind us. I mean, we'll see what happens with that. It's gonna be the next 2 to 3 years before anything's even done. But
Right.
We'll see what happens. What's the best part of that growth, though? I mean, I know there's always a negative, but there's always got to be some kind of positive with that growth. I mean, is it new customers? Is it, you know, I mean, of course, repeat customers, but like with all the new people coming in, there's got to be a lot of new customers too, right?
Oh, for sure. Obviously, new people are coming in, and getting your name out there for us has been kind of the hardest part. We used to be on Center Street, which has a lot better visibility, but Front Street over there, you basically don't exist. Like, no one drives down Front Street.
Unless
So-
they're trying to get around something. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's what's nice, you know, with the revamp of the park across the street here, you know, it's brought some more attention to downtown, because also the city of Kyle's also trying to move out of downtown, right? They're moving to uptown. And so that was part of the thing for me with lunch, which was when I was coming in here for lunch anyway, so I might as well focus on the evening and focus on when we're actually doing business and when people want us to be open.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, our obligation is to be open when we're actually selling.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Talking about eating, I'm gonna go get some ribs real quick, and I'll be right back and
All
get
right.
to try these.
You know, when you make pizza in an oven like this, it's not like a conveyor belt like Domino's or one of the chain guys would use. You know, they put it in one side, as long as you don't let it fall out the other, it's fine. But this actually takes some skill, some heart and soul to really know how to bake a pizza. There can be cold spots and hot spots, and each pizza cooks differently because the way that it's pressed out and where the dough's a little bit thinner, where it's a little bit thicker, where the sauce is a little thinner, where there's more cheese, where there's less cheese, lots of variables. And that's what that's what makes our pie, you know, a good New York style. That's what makes a mom and pop shop have a lot better, higher quality product than like a Domino's, which is just gonna go through the oven and come out the other side and get thrown in a box.
You know, restaurants are a unique business in the fact that most of the time we're open 7 days a week, and most of the time they're open 10 hours a day. And so the amount of family gatherings you have to miss, and
things that happen on the weekends. Your friends are getting together for this, and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing Saturday?" And you're like, "What do you think I'm doing Saturday?" I'm working. Yeah, exactly. So that's a sacrifice you have to make when going in that's going to be, you're going to work nights, you're going to work weekends, and that's just the job.
Yeah. Time spent away from home, time spent away from family.
Yeah.
Time spent away from kids.
Yeah.
It takes a toll sometimes. I completely understand it. When I'm here, I'm usually here at 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't leave till 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So, yeah, I know exactly what that's like. If you could ask anything from the community, the city of Kyle, what would it be?
Small business isn't kept open by the owners, it's kept open by the customers. Nowadays, with inflation and everything going on economically, those dining out dollars are really being squeezed. And so I understand that, you take a risk when you're trying a new place out. And so, if you don't support me, there's another local guy in town. Support the small local businesses. The chains will take care of themselves, but if we don't take care of our local businesses, they will fail.
Keep Kyle money in Kyle.
Yeah, keep it Kyle.
Keep it Kyle. I got a good question for you. If there's anything you can ask of the city of Kyle, as far as the city officials, mayor, council, any of those people, the economic department, to be able to help small businesses, what would you ask?
I think they're doing a lot better job than they've done in the past with this downtown revitalization. The square really helps. But I would say catered meals. So get Bloodworth to cater, get Kyle Pizza Co. to cater, get Texas Pie Company to cater. Get the local business. Yes, we may be a few dollars more per person, but you're going to be supporting the local kid. I went to Kyle Elementary. In 1993, I'm over there, I'm a true local kid. I've been here forever. Another thing they can probably do is, just encourage tourism. Buda has a lot of tourism things that they do. I see these videos and stuff that the city's producing, and they're featuring different businesses downtown. And Kyle seems like it's struggled to find its identity for a long time. So, I think we're doing a better job there, but there's still work to be done. And people want to visit a community, a town for the local places.
Yeah.
You don't go to a small town to go to a chain.
Yeah.
So just supporting the small businesses that are still downtown that struggle daily with catering, with just lunch or dinner, or ordering from when you're off, and pushing, maybe out into the social media sphere, the unique parts of Kyle that are here that aren't other places. That sausage is on point.
Thank you.
Man, that's good stuff.
Which one are we doing? The gold?
Is this the hot one? All right.
Just a little sippy sip.
All right. Just because he likes to. Just hell Longhorn.
Man, that's it's hot. Obviously, my nose is running a little bit, but it's not like
It's not gonna
painful
kill you.
hot.
Yeah,
No,
it's not super painful.
it's enjoyable hot.
I'm just waiting on it.
I'm the only one that had drank anything.
Yeah.
Bring it on. Where's the rest of it?
Speaking of, do you have any new pizzas that are going to be coming out?
The next thing we have coming out are going to be garlic knots. So they'll be our dough wrapped up with fresh garlic and spices and Parmesan cheese, and I've been developing those for the last couple of weeks. And then in a similar vein, we're going to do like a cinnamon roll type. Yeah, so that'll be coming out, and look for that in December probably. It'll be coming out, and then we have a spring seasonal pie that comes around. I know we're barely getting in the winter, but already thinking about that. Hopefully we'll come up with a winter pizza too. I've always wanted to do like a chorizo
and potato, like
Oh, yeah.
chorizo, sweet potato, something like that kind of pizza.
In the restaurant business, it's adapt or die. And as more and more new people move to town, the locals who've been here for a while knew that Pizza Classics was the local place. But a lot of the new people coming in, Pizza Classics is the generic name. Used to be some in Austin, used to be one in San Marcos, there's still one in San Antonio. They're all unaffiliated, kind of like a buffet palace or something. I wanted to change the name to something that reflects who we actually are, which is the local spot. We are the local pizzeria. So Kyle Pizza Co. seemed to make sense. You know, back in the day when I moved here, it's like, there's nothing here. What is Kyle? Oh, it's that place with the red, white, and blue water tower. So I love the water tower in our logo, and we adapted it. But the bottom of it's like a pepperoni pizza. So it's pretty cool, but it reflects who we are, the local pizzeria. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, Kyle. It's not us that stays open, it's the community that keeps us open. So thank you for the support for the last 25 years and looking forward to another 25 years.
Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you,
sir.
You didn't die too much. Yeah. I'll have some hotter ones for you next time.
Say that.
All right. Thank you.